Yeah, me too.
All right, there it is. It is showtime. Whoa, once again, welcome.
I will be in the countryside. I'll be in the countryside.
You're going to be in the countryside? Wow.
Yeah, after. I'm going to the south when I get back from Rome.
All right. Well, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yay.
To the 7th season.
Yay.
This is it. Beginning of the 7th season.
Woo.
7 years.
Oh, yeah.
We've been in
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know how many of you heard Microsoft today announced they bought Nokia. Have you heard that?
Yes.
Yes.
I heard that.
And they are actually, they're ready to roll out their first new technological achievement on smartphone. It's coming out, and it's really a new, unique Microsoft feature. Yeah, the first smartphone with a rotary dial.
There you go.
Do that over again, please.
The first smartphone with a rotary dial.
I'm sorry.
The first smartphone.
How many of you know about Fitbit? Does anybody know anything about Fitbit?
No.
Oh, you got to Google it. I'm getting one. This is really cool. This thing tells you, all sorts of things. Like it even tells you when you're sleeping whether you really slept or not, or active, or this and that. And then
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's great. And then you can actually have other people use it. Then you can, they can match against what they're doing. So, so I can see a lot of other people exercise and feel like I did something.
That works.
No, it's very cool. Fitbit. Yeah, you got to get one. Comes in. Oh, you would love them, Dr. Fran. They come in different bracelet colors too. Yeah, absolutely.
Who needs Hermes when you get a Fitbit?
And I was really shocked, by the way. It was absolutely amazing. Apparently, Yahoo has totally redone their main page.
Yeah.
So, once again, something that none of us will be going to, and they could do it again.
Yeah. I do love Flickr.
Yeah. I love when somebody has, like, they give, what's your email address? They go, da-da-da-da-da, hotmail.com. Ooh. I bet you still have MIRC. I bet you 10 to 1. You're still locked in there, huh? Still doing dial-up?
My email.
Come to my chat room.
Come to my chat room.
Come to my chat room.
Oh, God. Do you remember those chat rooms? How about those chat rooms? Weren't they something? Oh, my God.
AOL. The AOL ones are hysterical.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow. Let me just, I'll send you a comma. That should really get you going, right? Yeah. And how about Pinterest? Anybody still using that?
It's pretty to look at, but it's just
it's great. I got other things to look at, like my bank balance. Yep. And and by the way, Tiny Empires, I just got a message from Tiny Empires that says that one of the other kingdoms was using sarin and gas on their people, so you now have gained 2,000 citizens. Hey, Doc, you think Lebanon and Jordan are happy? They've got a lot of citizens. You haven't gotten any yet.
Send them over. Send them over. If they're still breathing, I'll take them.
Oh, right. Yeah. How many of you type so fast sometimes that the letters just are, they don't come like the way as fast as you're typing?
Yes.
You look down and you go, what the hell is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that something? Yeah. And I love when I'm typing away and my hand is like one letter over and I type an entire thing and send.
Yeah.
Somebody sends back like, the hell are you talking about? I go, let me send you the Dakota. I'm going to send you the Second Life Dakota.
Get Briffle Diffle Flam.
You're right. Yeah. By the way, I went to Dragon Con on Saturday. I want to tell you, I saw all your relatives there.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to Dragon Con. It was a lot of fun. It was great. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the entire show for tonight, so thank you. Oh yeah. There was like 101 group of stormtroopers. It was so cool to see them all. And then there was plenty of, and I want you to know, first-hand news, okay? Wookiee is having sex with Leia. They have a kid.
Oh no!
You knew that girl was going to go for somebody kinky. You know what was amazing? There was a guy who was dressed up as Leah.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, with a beard.
Yeah, they dress up as Sailor Moon a lot.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, the guys
God,
love
yeah.
the Sailor Moon. Yep.
It's not even attractive Sailor Moon. Those big fat guys in Sailor Moon.
Big fat guys with beards and everything. They weigh like 300 pounds. They don't even bother to shave.
What are we laughing about? Listen to our voices.
How sad it is.
Let he who be without sin cast the
Cat boy!
I know. Well, I shave.
Big fat guys dressing up as women. Oh, I can't believe it.
At least I shave.
Well, I'll be darned. What's next? Big tall men dressing up as cats. I'm sure that's Oh, God.
So
that was the show, so thank you so much, everybody. What's the story with Second Life? I don't know. Every time I log on, it says we have to put an update onto your computer automatically. Have you noticed that? Did anybody put in auto? It's always updating. Unbelievable.
I take it off auto. I only do it.
Take it off.
Did you take it off auto? Mine is updating all the time.
No,
I never
It's
does.
like
I
the
take it off
McAfee.
auto.
Never
I
update.
wouldn't let it. It will screw
All right,
you up.
you mean I should turn that off? That feature should be removed.
Turn that off.
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right, let me turn that off right now. Okay, let's see. It says,
It's gonna
oh, look
crash.
what it says
It's gonna
under that.
crash.
Oh, my God. It says, ooh, people that
You
are
have to
not
reboot
really going to
for
be a
that.
part of Second Life much longer. Thinker for not turning for turning.
Or impersonating a woman in a machinima.
Oh, crap, I'm doomed.
I got a much better actress for that.
Yeah. Yeah. They're finally going to announce there. Linden Labs is coming out with the new viewer. It's called the Goodbye Viewer.
Oh.
Yeah. You got to love it. And then they keep updating the terms of service. Have any of you seen that? It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yes.
You guys should read that someday. It's unbelievable. Anybody ever read any of it?
Yeah, next time I can't get
incredible
to sleep,
stuff.
I'll bring it up.
Yeah. It's like we can wear your clothes when you're not in world.
Jump up and down on your bed.
They gotta wash them too, then.
Yeah, Microsoft's coming out with a new viewer for Second Life. Yeah, it'll be just one of their new products. It won't work at all. Oh, God. They buy Nokia. I saw the guy who owns BlackBerry was crying in the corner. Why did they buy it? You remember several years ago, like when the first iPhone came out and you had to type on this virtual screen, and all the black people, nobody's ever going to use that. No. And I still have my Eastman Kodak camera, too. Yeah. Oh, I heard somebody come in my house and they're not invited. I hope that was in World and not First Life. Oh, that's frightening. Yeah. So, everybody having fun? We have a very new singer tonight, Lance Rembrandt.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. This guy has both done fabulous paintings while riding on a bike. So you're going to enjoy this. Yeah. Great moments of Second Life. Yeah. I still love this. This is one of my great moments. I've told this before. But I loved, years ago, this guy came up to me and actually asked me, I'm running on reserve battery power. Oh, shit. I got to plug this thing in. I thought it was plugged in. Oh, no. Oh. Jesus. I think it was plugged into my underwear. Okay, there it is.
Oh, there it goes.
Thank God for that. Reserve battery power. Yeah. This guy came up to me.
That's funny.
Lauren unplugged. There we go. Yeah. That's what we do on Sunday mornings after we're hungover.
Yeah. You know the sad thing is I wake up Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Woo, this vodka's good. My friend just retired like a year ago. You know what he told me? He doesn't like spending as much money as the drinks cost, so now he brings a bottle of water, like a bottle of water, but it's got vodka. He sits at the table at dinner drinking his own private water.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Nice.
It's like someone who sneaks in candy to a movie.
Yeah. So I love this guy came up to me once in Second Life. He actually said this a couple years ago. He goes, can you tell me where the boss is? I said, what do you mean where the boss is? I said, are you talking about Thinkerer? You know, he's like, the boss. I said, what do you mean the boss? He goes, I want to level up.
Level up.
People that come in the Second Life want to level up, right? Oh, yes. Anyhow, we're having fun. We got a bunch of comedians for you tonight. I'm not one of them, but we do have Bubble Pop is back in the room tonight.
Yay! Bubble Pop!
Yeah, Bubble
Bubble
Pop.
Pop's still here, yeah.
Hooray for Bubble
We got
Pop!
Catboy and Dr. Grun, and it's possible Roger 99 will finally wake up and get here too. You know, it's possible.
All right.
Roger, all right.
Yeah. And then this guy once came up to me and says, why are you a girl? So I hit the tatchall and I said, and I pointed, I said, look, I got a vagina.
That'll learn them.
Yeah, that'll do it. Do you think the people at Linden Labs, they sit around trying to figure out how to create errors? I mean, it's unbelievable. I turned off
Seems
script
like
error
it.
messages because I don't know what they mean. You know, like, it's some unknown thing, you know, like, wow. If you were in charge of Linden Labs, what would you think of doing, huh? Anybody out there have a good idea what you would do?
Listening to my customers.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would definitely like mess with all your friends lists. Change them. You come in, oh wow. Give more prims. Oh, there you go, Miranda. Right. How about more groups?
Lower tier. Lower tier.
Right. Lower tier islands.
Free islands. for
Lower
everyone.
tier islands. How about friends that like you?
I'll never be able to get that.
Oh.
I'll tell you one thing I really wish they had done. This should have been there, you know, in the profile where they get to partners. They should have had a pull-down menu so you could have seen anybody had been with, and they should have been rated like a
Oh,
table.
man.
Boring and tight.
Oh dear.
Yeah. That ever happened to any of you? Right. Yeah. Anyhow, let's bring up next. All right. And don't forget, in a half hour, we have Lance Armstrong. No, Lance Rembrandt. No.
Lance Rembrandt is in the house.
Yeah. By the way, if any of you have that Live Strong bracelets out there, you still have them. You don't have to get rid of them. Just white out the V. It's Lie Strong. It's fabulous. Doc, you ready to come up here?
Woo!
Yeah, let's do it.
Bring up Doc.
Come on, Doc. Yeah.
Bring on the Doc.
Hey, Doc.
We were going to have Lance Armstrong, but I understand he got caught using artificially enhanced prim, so they won't let him come on. Think fast on your feet. Okay. All right. I was, as you can probably tell, I was watching Lord of the Rings marathon all weekend. This is my Fabio Gandalf look. I can't believe it's not butter.
Fabio Gandalf.
Yeah, but I want to let everybody know it's good to have your priorities. Okay, today is my 38th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
Oh my God! Really?
38th wedding anniversary.
How many women?
This one won. Or in Second Life, that's 6,743 years. I did the calculation. Okay. Now, to show you how much I love my wife, I sent her a plant, and I'm here with you guys tonight. So that is my fucking life, folks.
Okay.
Now, as most of you know, because I work a long way from where I live, I took an apartment between here and there, and I go home on the weekend. So, you know, during the week, I'm a bachelor, okay? And as with most men living alone, I'm not the neatest person, okay? I'm going for the record of how long a pair of pants can be dropped on the floor and remain untouched in the same place, Okay, there's got to be a Guinness record for it somewhere. Okay, and I liken myself to being a kind of a scientist because I'm actively growing some new life forms in the refrigerator. They're starting to move around. I haven't quite figured out what they are yet. But I heard a story the other day on the news about. It's kind of scary. It said the average man who lives alone, on the average, change their bed sheets only 4 times a year.
Yep.
4 times a year.
Oh, I saw
okay?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So now I guess mine's going to have to be 3 times cleaner than they are. Oh, shit. Okay. Now, while I'm not that bad. I don't track in gobs of dirt, but you live alone. Food crumbs and odds and ends find their way onto my carpeted floor, and I'm lazy, so I went out and I bought one of those robotic floor cleaners. You know me, guys. I love gadgets. A Roomba, yeah. This one's really cool. You place it on the ground in its own charging station, and you can set it up so that at a predetermined time, it starts up, it backs away from the charging station, and it starts to clean the floor on its own. When it's done, it goes back and plugs itself in and recharges itself. Really cool, okay? I had to have it, okay? The thing even talks.
Cool.
The thing even talks. It even tells you if it's in a heavy dirt area. Extra heavy cleaning. Extra heavy cleaning. It works in that one spot longer, and it tells you if it's stuck on a cord or something, and it announces when it's turning to recharge itself. Roomba recharging. Roomba recharging. So I'm excited, because I love gadgets. I opened the thing up. I set the charger port down, let it charge, and when the light turned green, I pushed clean. It beeped, then it backs up like a truck backing up, and it starts a mathematical pattern to clean an entire room. So the thing does one full circle after backing up. It surveys the room, then says, "Fuck this, hire a maid," and it goes and plugs itself back in. and then you know how it beep, how they beep. This thing goes. So I figured, okay, it needed to be reset, so I picked it up and I put it down in the middle of the room and I pushed clean again. It started up this time and went right under the couch and it stopped, and I could swear I heard crying. I couldn't make it out.
Poor little room.
I got down and I pulled it back out again. I set it down in the middle of the room again, and it started up okay. Did a full circle like they do. Then it stopped and it beeped, and it started toward the front door. When it got there, it just kind of kept bumping up against like it was trying to escape, okay? It was just sitting there. I felt bad for it, bumping up against the door saying, "Help, Roomba, help, Roomba." And outside, I heard car alarms going off like it was squealing on me, right? So after about 90 minutes, I convinced this damn thing to actually clean a room of 9 by 12, okay? And it went back and it recharged itself. I could have run the sweeper in 5 minutes, but you know me, I'm a man of principle, okay? But now whenever I walk over to it, it just starts beeping and shaking, so I may have to take it back, okay? But I was contacted by the iRobot people who accused me of, quote, robotic harassment by filth, unquote. I tried to tell my side of the story, but it was a recorded message that bitched me out and hung up on me. Something about C-3PO coming to kick my ass. I'm a little concerned about that. Okay. I got a couple different things going on tonight, so let's get into the news first of all. I'm sure you've heard about this. In an attempt to reduce open street prostitution and to improve security for sex workers, Switzerland's largest city, Zurich, is opening up sex drive-ins. Have you heard about this?
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have.
The 9 garage-style structures located in Shukwai, a former industrial zone in the city, are equipped with alarm buttons and guarded by security personnel to ensure the safety of the prostitutes. Customers are not allowed to leave the area with the sex workers. Now, in keeping with the drive-in theme, you literally drive up in your car and you get what you want. The prostitutes are going for volume, okay? So they developed a menu of services for the clients to quickly pick from. Some of these include the blow and go, the bun warmer, Route 69, Route 691. That's with 2 girls. Think about it. 2 girls. The Fur Burger, rare of course. Hard Rock's Cafe, Honey Putt, the Vertical Bacon Sandwich, and for hors d'oeuvres, they have bearded oysters. Now, we all know this wouldn't work in the U.S. This wouldn't... Shit, I lost it. This wouldn't work in the U.S., as the prostitutes would be forced to disclose nutritional information of the items on the menu, and the FDA would shut it down. So don't look for that at a drive-in near you. Okay, now, in light of the living wage protest sweeping the D.C. area, I'm sure you heard about this. So the fast food workers and big box store workers are trying to get what they call a living wage. Walmart has come under fire for paying their workers below poverty wages. So here are some pointed Walmart quips, okay? Why aren't there any Walmarts in Afghanistan? Because they're all targets, that's why. How can you afford a middle-class lifestyle and $10 an hour? Shop at Walmart. Why did Walmart abandon its plans to open a bank? Anybody know the answer?
No.
Because CEO Lee Scott found out it's against the law to lock illegals and cleaning staff in the bank vaults after hours without paying them overtime. So that's not going to work either. What does Walmart and Michael Jackson have in common? Boys' underwear, half off. And how dumb is your mama? How dumb is your mama? So dumb, she got lost in a Walmart and went around asking the smiley faces which was the way out. So that's what you do if you're in a Walmart. Now, in the aftermath of a failed sexual relationship, there's a new term going out called revenge porn. Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
This is where jilted lovers have been known to lash out by posting sexually explicit photos or videos of their exes online to embarrass them, okay?
Yeah.
Called cyber porn, or the less salacious cyber revenge, the trend's been around for years, which it spawned entire websites that profit off these images. But now state laws could make this illegal. Gotta love California. The California legislature is debating a new bill that would make it a misdemeanor for people to distribute sexually explicit photos or videos they shot in order to cause others humiliation or distress. Don't worry about you on your knees with that 8mm camera, but put it on YouTube and it's an embarrassment, okay? Now, it's already passed the state senate. It's going to be a law in California, okay? Arnold Schwarzenegger's in trouble. In light of this proposed action, however, Miley Cyrus is suing the VMAs for turning her artistic performance into a vulgar display of tits and ass. Asked for comment, she said the public really didn't get a chance to see my best side. Folks, I don't know about you, but I saw just about every side in eye-popping HD detail, okay? Now, let's go to Korea. Former basketball star Dennis Rodman arrived in Pyongyang Tuesday on a 5-day visit amid speculation he may try to negotiate the release of jailed U.S. citizen Kenneth Bae. China's Yinhua news agency reported. In Beijing, the gateway for flights to Pyongyang, sounds like you're dropping forks, doesn't it? Rodman told Reuters he was on another, quote, basketball diplomacy tour and would not be discussing the release of Bae. I'm not going to North Korea to discuss freeing Kenneth Bae, Rodman told Reuters. I've come out here to see my friend Kim, and I want to talk about basketball. Now, the state-run news agency would not comment on the validity of a claim that Kim had an appointment scheduled later that day for 2 nipple piercings. They called the story American propaganda at its finest. Kim was, however, seen trying on orange wigs and discussing the benefits of cock rings with Rodman. Now, I am going to turn to Lauren here, and I'm going to give you something, and I am going to impose upon you, if I could, right there. We're going to do a little prognostication. We're going to call this segment Doc the Magnificent, okay?
That'd be great, but I just stopped moving. Locked up for a second. Ah, there we go. Maybe? No?
Okay.
Oh, it almost did it. Shoot. Are you giving me something? Maybe I'll get it. Hold on.
I just gave you a note card.
All right, I think I got it. Okay.
Now, here's what we're going to do. Just like Karnak the Great, I'm going to read the answer from my head by reading it from holding the card up against my rather bright forehead. And then I'm going to open the sealed envelope and hand the question to Lauren, who will then read the question. So, are you ready, Lauren?
Yes.
Okay, let me get the first one out here. The answer is, when he is standing next to your girlfriend saying her hair smells nice. Okay, Lauren, here's your first question.
When do you kick a midget in the balls?
Okay, all right. So you see how this works. Okay. Now, next answer. The answer is your job still sucks. Lauren?
What's the difference between your job and a dead prostitute?
Okay. All right. I didn't say they were good. I just said they were cute. Okay.
Yes.
Next answer.
What, the midget?
Yeah, the midget was good. Yeah. Next answer. Here we go. The answer is by becoming a ventriloquist.
How does a woman scare a gynecologist?
Oh. Okay.
It gets better, folks. Trust me. Okay. All right. Next answer. It's coming to me. A $100 bill.
A $100 bill.
Lauren?
What is 6 inches long, 2 inches wide, and drives women wild?
A $100 bill.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Next answer is, this one's foggy. Up here it comes. A cucumber.
Do you really want me to read this? I can't read it. Go to the next one. Forget that one. No, next one. No. Next one. Get Catboy to do it next week. Go to the next one.
We're going to skip that one. Okay.
Now I have to know what it is.
Probably the best joke of the night, folks. You'll have to get the unrated version for that. Okay. The next answer is go for the juggler.
How do you kill a circus clown?
Go for the juggler.
That's very in-depth, guys. That's in-depth.
Okay. There we go. I love the drum. Okay. Next answer. Let me see. Dress her up as an altar boy. Dress her up as an altar boy.
How do you get a nun pregnant?
Dress her up as an altar boy. Okay. All right. Next answer. Here it comes. They steal all the green cards.
Somebody say they steal all the green cards, okay?
They steal all the green cards.
They steal all the green cards.
Why can't you play Uno with a Mexican?
Okay, all right. Next answer. They don't know where home is. They don't know where home is.
Why don't orphans play baseball?
Okay, all right.
By the way,
answer.
The Civil Libertarian Union is right at the door right now.
Yeah, along with C-3PO, yeah. Okay, answer is you didn't hold the pillow down long enough.
Didn't hold the pillow down long enough. What does it mean when your cheating boyfriend is in your bed gasping for breath and calling your name?
Okay, all right. Next answer, and we're almost at the end of these. The answer is because mad cow disease was already taken. Because mad cow
disease was
already taken, yes.
Why do they call it PMS?
Someone's picking a fight.
Okay, all right.
This one has about as much chance as that other one you gave me before to get through.
But we got this one out. We got this one out, okay. The answer is Kermit the Frog's finger.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What smells like
Pork.
That's close. What's slimy, cold, long, and smells like pork?
Kermit the Frog's fingers. Okay. Now, last answer. Last answer. Here we come. The answer is kick his sister in the jaw. Kick his sister in the jaw.
How do you circumcise a hillbilly?
Kick his sister in the jaw. Okay. Gonna move along here pretty quick now. Okay. Despite the surge in gas prices this summer, tourism is at an all-time high, with the average American family biting the bullet in the name of quality vacation for the family. Disney World is capitalizing on this trend, but even they occasionally miss the mark with what the public wants. So here are the top 10 least popular attractions at Disney World. Number 10, the raw sewage flume. Number 9, Oprah Mountain. Number 8, Moses Malone's enchanted laundry hamper. Number 7, parade of short actors in stifling animal suits. Number 6, Peg Leg Pete's prison shower room. Number 5, Muggyland. Number 4, my favorite, the Hall of Vice Presidents. Number 3, Walt's Walk-In Freezer and Crypt. Number 2, Turn the Hose on Lady and the Tramp. And the number 1 least popular attraction, Peter Pan's all-male cinema. Okay.
Oh, jeez. The Lost Boys a stripper group.
Very quickly, I have a couple for you from around the world of entertainment. Here is the weekend late night lightning round. The state attorney general of New York is suing Donald Trump for $40 million, claiming Donald Trump University is not a real university. The state claims it's not a real college because students get very little education and were unable to find jobs after they graduated. Sounds like a real college to me. I guess the attorney general got suspicious it wasn't a real college when Donald took the senior class on a field trip and tried to find President Obama's birth certificate. Anthony Weiner was involved in a three-way car accident over the weekend. One embarrassing moment when someone took out their cell phone camera and took photos of the damage, and out of force of habit, he unzipped his fly. Damn him. Okay. Donald Trump had a university. Well, the state attorney general decided that Trump University was an unlicensed sham. And, I thought you're at a bad university when your commencement speaker is Whitney Bulger. All right. But it's not all bad news for former San Diego mayor. Today, Bob Filner was offered a new job as a TSA agent at the airport. So, you fly often, do you? Okay. 18 women are accusing Bob Filner of sexual assault. He even groped a great-grandmother. Isn't that awful? Even great-grandfathers don't do that, do they? Okay. So, New York City Comptroller candidate Elliot Spitzer says if he wins, he'll work for only $1 a year, which is pretty smart because at that rate, he won't be able to afford another $5,000 another hooker until the year 7013. Okay. And New York mayoral candidate Anthony Weiner got in a car wreck over the weekend. Not to be confused with his campaign. That's a train wreck. And today he tweeted the insurance company the wrong photo. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Woo! Bravo! Way to go! Way to go! And don't forget, in minutes we have Lance coming up. We also still have Catboy coming up in a moment. Just in that rumba thing, I actually have a rumba, and I got to tell you something. One time I was asleep in my bedroom. Now it's only supposed to run in the kitchen. But somehow it got out of the kitchen, came down the hall, came into my bedroom at 3 a.m. and was under the bed going.
And you thought you left your vibrator on.
You can't believe it. Yeah, unbelievable. Couldn't believe it. I went into one of those fancy stores like Hermes, and I bought something really inexpensive, and they put it in a bag. And I dropped the bag on the floor. They said, "Why did you do that?" I said, "Well, I'm going to open it and maybe wear it."
Nice.
I like that one.
Do you know if God ever deletes anything?
Start over.
Curious.
Well, that's what the
doo-doo bird.
flood was about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's just reboot button.
Yeah, well, I don't have a lot of time to go on because I want to bring Catboy up next, and then we're going to get Lance. So, Catboy, if you want to get up here, come on up and
absolutely.
do your gig here.
Come on,
Yay, Catboy, come on up.
Take us home.
Actually, Lauren, the next time we do something, we have a night I insist that I go on before Doc Run because he took 3 of my news jokes. That's the problem with topical humor. Okay, let's see what I've got left.
Probably took 3 of your girlfriends, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're back in cages. You can come claim them.
They're in the lost and found.
Of course, I renamed them, and they all have brands on their ass. But you know what the hell?
Oh God.
Oh God. All right. Topical humor in the news. Did anyone hear that Sweden scientists have discovered a brand new element? It's a man-made heavy element. You can tell it's Swedish because you have to put it together yourself, and like IKEA furniture, it takes a PhD to be smart enough to do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Also, did anyone hear this one really got my attention. It was a bit of a scare. The International Space Station had a huge scare the other day when one of the gentlemen, it was the Russian, who was going for a space walk out in his suit, and they sprung a leak while he was out there. And it was not a leak where it was leaking air. It was an internal leak where it was leaking water, and like a liter of water from the cooling system had flooded into his helmet. And all I have to ask is, are you sure it's just water? Because if I'm floating in outer space and someone tells me that I sprung a leak, there's going to be a lot more than just water floating around in that thing. Oh my God. Anyway, I want to show you a picture here of the Mars rover. That's the new one, the Curiosity rover. It's driving itself around these days.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't need, yes, they don't need ground control anymore. It's making its own way around. And guess what it discovered? It discovered that there is 4 times as much of a chemical that they need for an element of life. It's called phosphorus. They found 4 times of that on Mars as you're going to find on Earth. So scientists are about this much closer to discovering the great mystery: who stole Curiosity's hubcaps?
I had it at my place, but it said, "Fuck it, I'm going to Mars."
Yeah, that's his Roomba. It's hiding underneath there. It's a little
Right.
Okay, now I got a question for you, and what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you a photo. This is a picture of a man from Singapore who has 9,000 Barbies in his
I
collection.
heard about this. Yeah.
9,000 Barbies. Take a look at that. That's just a tiny bit of it right there. And I'm going to ask you a question. Who should be more embarrassed? This man from Singapore or me, because I know those are not Barbies?
Oh.
I'm serious. Yeah, I'm serious, because the ones in the middle, those are Bratz dolls.
Brats.
Yep,
Brats,
there's
yeah.
the Disney Princess ones on the upper left-hand side, and there's the Monster High dolls. And I think maybe I should just shut up now.
Actually, that's kind of scary, Catboy. I want to tell you that.
Okay, Dennis Rodman. Well, let's see what I could get out of Dennis.
Yeah, what does
Rodman.
he have in his closet?
Doc already told me.
He's wearing it, Lauren. He's wearing it.
Bring that out.
He's got live Barbies.
Pound puppies.
Okay, everyone knows Dennis Rodman's visiting North Korea because obviously Doc Grant had already told that joke. But
Yeah, he ruined it for you.
He ruined it for me. Yeah. But did anyone hear that Kim Jong-un had recently had an ex-girlfriend executed on Trump pornography
Yes, I
charges?
did hear this.
Yes, that did happen. So if Rodman is heading to North Korea for relationship advice, I would advise any ex-girlfriend of Dennis Rodman to start running now. Seriously. And here's another one that Doc got to first. Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus has finally commented on her performance on the MTV Awards. What was the awards called again? The DMVs, the STDs. Oh, the
Yes,
VMAs,
yeah,
right?
VMAs.
The VMAs. Yeah, the
Twerking A's.
Department of Motor Vehicle Awards. Wouldn't that be something?
The Vagina
Anyway,
Monologue Awards, the VMAs.
The twerking award.
VMA said that what she did was that most of her performance was on the spot, improvised, and she said, "I didn't even think about it. Trust me, Miley, we can tell." Okay, Lufthansa plane. Did anyone hear a Lufthansa plane? One of those is that German? I forget.
Oh, Lufthansa. Oh,
Lufthansa.
I thought you were talking about somebody who was on one of those late-night TV shows. Lufthansa.
Lufthansa plane was diverted the other day because the carpet smelled
you.
funny. The carpet smelled funny. It's like, that's a pretty darn strange reason to divert an airplane. Can you imagine how much of a panic it would have caused if you installed a carpet from a movie theater? Or a peep show?
Or my apartment.
or Doc Run's apartment.
Yeah, carpet from Doc's apartment.
Yeah, that would divert a plane, all right. You gotta land this thing now. Just forget it. We'll just jump. Just open the door. Yeah. Okay. 2 weeks ago, does anyone know Canadian Liberal Justin Trudeau, who's the son of Pierre Trudeau, former Prime Minister, and it's possible that Justin Trudeau will be a future Prime Minister of Canada, admitted to smoking pot recreationally. Now we're hearing that some people, like the U.S. I forget the
I'm
people
so glad he
in the
wasn't
United
smoking pot professionally.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well,
You
that
have
would
to
be
in
the
a
pot
union for
party
that.
people. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
pot party.
Right.
Yeah, you can't cross. Yeah, union rules about it. But anyway, the people who run the U.S. border, I forget who they are. I didn't write it down. And they said that it's possible that Trudeau could be barred from entering the United States due to the fact that he admitted that he'd smoke pot for fun. I'm thinking that's pretty darn hypocritical, considering that we allowed both Clinton and Bush into Canada without making a fuss.
Yeah.
If you think about that. Okay. Does anyone hear that in London they built this brand new skyscraper that has a concave shape that's covered in those typical reflective mirrors that you see in skyscrapers, and they're
Oh my God.
It burns,
yeah, and because it's
melted.
concave, it's focusing sunlight down to the streets below, and it's burning London like a
Yep.
giant kid with a magnifying glass going
No.
after ants.
I heard about that.
Jaguar.
Oh my God!
Melted a Jaguar.
Melted the car.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Yeah, somebody parked their Jaguar and right in the spot where the sunlight's focusing. It melted part of his car. Some people that run a hairdresser salon, their carpet was set on fire.
Oh, good. The next villain in Batman.
You thought
know.
burning ants was fun, huh?
Awesome. Anyway, city planners have been brought in to try to solve this problem, and they thought maybe they'll put up some film to try to diffuse the light. But honestly, they've come up with no plans whatsoever, and they said the only solution that they have right
Barbecue.
now is the saying, we're not going to allow any gas stations to be built nearby.
Yeah.
Petrol.
All right, now I got a picture to show you. In Paraguay, a bunch of bus drivers that are protesting being fired or let go from the city buses, they decided to protest by having themselves nailed to crosses in the middle
There
of the
you
street. They are actually nailed down
No.
to crosses
get it from
in the
me.
middle of... Yeah, I know, and I thought, wow.
Yeah,
But
that's why
the real...
Paraguay's not on my tourist list of places to go.
But get a load of this.
Paraguay.
The
Fight
biggest
the flag.
confusion that this caused from passerbys is that people kept saying, I don't get it, it's not Easter.
Just cra-
Look at the little bunnies over there.
Okay, now...
What's the bid on Priceline for that?
Not Easter. Okay, now I'm going to show you an ad that showed up in Thailand the other day, and this made news because this is an ad for Dunkin Donuts that was published in Thailand,
No.
and a bunch of people.
No.
The charcoal donut.
Charcoal donut. And they have a model here that's kind of done up in blackface, and a lot of people said this is extremely racist. And I'm going, does that mean that every single avatar that has a totally real weird-ass skin tone and Second Life is racist? Because we're in
I
a
just
lot
want
of
to get
trouble.
that lipstick. Where can I get that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Man,
Where can I get the donut?
I want the donut.
Oh.
Anyway, and that's all I have for
Doc
tonight,
wants the
everybody.
girl.
Yeah.
Bravo, bravo,
take a
way to
look.
go.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
Nighty-night,
Wow.
everyone.
Good job,
And we're
cowboy.
4 minutes
What
away
an
from Lance.
outfit.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to come off the stage, Lance, so that you can get set up here, and I'm going to do the rest of the show down here, and Jamie knows when to tell me he's all ready, and yada, 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 and yada, yada, do. So that's where that is. Yeah. By the way, something really good to do in First Life, is go into one of these clothing stores and just take off all your clothes, and somebody said, what's that? You go, oh, I accidentally hit the detach all button, Yeah. So everybody having fun tonight? Let's look out for a second. We go, Christy is here. That's a loyal Lance listener, and Daniel. A lot of people here haven't heard Lance before, and so that's going to be fun for those of you who haven't. He's really very good. And I want to thank everyone. Gio is filming all of this, and I want you to know, I don't know if Timmery has left or not. Is Timmery still in the room? Did she leave? She probably left.
She just left.
And what's amazing is, believe it or not, she's supposed to do the September 24th show because I won't be here. She'll be hosting, which means the show will only run 12 minutes because she'll have left. Yeah, anyhow, this is a lot of fun. Do you think God deletes anything? I don't know. You know, I keep wondering about that. Yeah. Yep. How about these? We have somebody in the building. I can't believe it. In the building of First Life, they say, I'll get back. You call them up and their phone answers. They have an answer phone that says, I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience. That's bullshit. Why don't you just get back to me? Don't tell me your convenience. Yeah. Yeah. And I had to take my car in. Yeah, that's some BMW. It has adaptive headlights. So they told me that they were broken. I said, well, if they're so adaptive, why can't they fix themselves?
Yeah. Take care, Kurt.
Yeah, take care, Kurt. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Same person.
What?
Kurt lives with his mom.
Yeah. You know, it's amazing. Dragon Con was here. 57,000 people showed up. That meant 57,000 mothers didn't have their kid living in the basement this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were busy monitoring.
Yeah. I'll never forget my son, first time he looked in his Second Life, and he saw me standing here. I said, yeah, that's me. He said, that's you? And in Second Life, I looked out of him, and I simply said, Luke, I am your father.
How much has this therapy cost you since then?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, if they had like reward points in Second Life, I could probably travel to another sim for free. You ever notice when you save up mileage in First Life, just when you think you can go somewhere, they raise the amount of miles you need to get there? What is that? And this is another thing I don't like at all. I don't know if any of you ever, you know, browse to look at things you might want. And then no matter where you go, these things pop up as if, don't you want to buy this? Yeah, right. I'd love to get the Maserati, but I was only looking at it because I knew I couldn't have it. But thank you so much for reminding me every day. All right, Jay Wheels, are we getting up there almost? It's time.
He says he's rolling, folks. He can switch over.
Let's go. All right, everybody. Thank you all so very much. Love you all. Thank you all, the comedians.
Great show.
Thank you for the beginning of the 7th season.